Hey folks, what's happening, Roland? Well, that's the Friday update. This is the second week of October, and I'm right now on the interstate, just off the interstate. I'm on my way home from Alabama. And last week I did a little kind of a tribute to Ray Scott. You know, I mentioned that Ray had passed away about 5 or 6 months ago, back in May, and then I did quite a little tribute to him on YouTube as well. But this last Tuesday, I went to Montgomery in request of the family and all the friends in Montgomery, Alabama, for a formal church eulogy. And it was for Ray Scott again, my #1 guy. And it was Bill Dance, myself, Johnny Morris, Bob Cobb, the editor of the Bassmaster magazine, and Wilson Scott, that's Ray's son. We kind of headed up the whole thing. And I gave a real heartwarming tribute again to the greatest man that helped me along in my career more than anyone else. Anyway, Ray was so important in my life, and I pointed all that out, and I pointed out all the idiosyncrasies and the things that we did along the tournament trail and along the seminar tours and all the things that I did with Ray for some 50 years. So it was a big eulogy for me. Anyway, okay, right after that was Tuesday. Right after that, I go up to Guntersville, Alabama, Lake Guntersville, one of the hottest lakes in the country besides the headwaters where I got. And there on Lake Guntersville is Will Fowler and the Frog Toggs company. Now I know I've been working with Frog Toggs forever, and Will's just a delightful guy, but he's got a new product. I just want to show you a little bit about what it is. It's kind of really cool. You know, he was explaining reindeer, and I want to explain what he was explaining. And this in the new set of rain gear that's out now. This is their high dollar deal. But what he was talking about is a new rating system on rain gear. Now what rain gear is done, you can buy rain gear that's rated waterproof, and it's rated at 3,000. It's got a number, 3,000. He explained how the number was reached. Yeah, that's 3,000. 5,000 is the better rain suit, and 10,000 is really good rain suit. A really 10,000 rating is better yet. This FTX is rated 20,000. That's just the waterproof characteristics. There's another characteristic of rain suits, and that is whether it's breathable or not. See, if it's just a plastic rubber kind of rain suit, it's not breathable at all. And so you'll sweat and get hot and you won't dry out. But this rain gear is rated also at 20,000 breathability, which is the highest rating you can get. And so you actually can get wet and sweaty underneath this and dry out because it breathes really well. It breathes just like almost you didn't have it on. Anyway, he is explaining all this about rain suit. And the last couple of mornings is so cool. Air temperature was like 45 degrees, and even though it's a bluebird sky, you see it's nice weather right now. It's 70-something degrees right now. But in the mornings, it was 40-something. It was so cold and it was foggy. And this was so, I don't care what kind of rain gear you have. You need rain gear in the fog. You get so cold and so damp, it's just so miserable, you can't hardly stand it. But anyway, Will was a really good guy. But the main thing that Will did was Will is on crappie like you won't believe. He's got a buddy, a professional fisherman, by the name Andrew Norsby. Norsby, he's actually going to be fishing the FLW trail. Well, it's the old FLW trail. It's now called, I don't know what it's called, but it's the old FLW trail. And he's going to going pro this year. And Andrew Norsby is a great guy, one of the guys that can read the forward-facing sonar better than anybody I know. Anyway, what they were doing between Will, now on Will's boat, he had a Triton boat with the Lowrance active target. You could look ahead again, forward-facing sonar. Now what Andrew had was the Garmin system. The Garmin is called active target. Anyway, we get the two boats side by side. We get the two units looking out there on the brush piles. They put a lot of brush piles out, really kind of cool. You see the brush pile, and then you see 20 or 30 little dots, and they'd be moving around. Okay, then we take a rod, like this rod right here. And this is one that actually Will rigged up for me. This is my regular 6.5 foot bass rod, bass spinning rod. But instead of putting the 20-pound test braid on there, he put 6-pound test braid. That's a really light braid, and it's fluorescent, so you can see it twitch. And then at the end of that, he put 6-pound fluorocarbon. That's a 6-pound fluorocarbon, little light fluorocarbon deal. It's real light. But anyway, that's so cool. The okay, that's one big deal. The other thing is, we had a deal right here where we went and after we caught all these beautiful crappie, we caught just a ton of them. We actually went and we explained exactly how to do it. We did a great film. They were actually schooling bass, and we took these topwater plugs like this. Actually, this is a top 80 from the Stroke line, and we also took top of lures. Topwater for schooling bass. So all around the points and all around the hydrilla and around the milfoil areas on Guntersville, we found schooling bass, and we caught like 30 or 40 that afternoon. Then yesterday morning, we went back with our topwaters again, and we did another big deal, caught 40 more bass, and even used another lure. This lure here was the chatterbait. I'll take a chatterbait, for example, and throw it out there. The chatterbait was really a beautiful deal. It was working really well. And that chatterbait, I'd just make a long cast with it and just kind of reel it slow just above the grass. There's a lot of eel grass in the water too, and the water's probably 3 or 4 foot deep over top of the grass, and another 3 or 4 foot of grass. Anyway, we caught some bass that way. Not big bass. We did have an opportunity to throw a frog a little teeny bit. That's what big fish are normally fight. So we took the frog. We took the frog. In this case, it's a that Spro 65. It's their regular bronze-eye series, and that's the one that Dean Rojas has designed and developed. We threw it on 65-pound test braid. This is a big frog rod. It's a 7'3" big heavy action rod, 65-pound test line, a big heavy-duty favorite rod reel. Now throw it out there. We just kind of hop it along. Now the thing, we didn't get a lot of strikes doing this. We only caught 3 or 4, but they were some pretty decent fish, 3 or 4 pounds. Anyway, when they hit it, man, you go like a worm and reel down and really set the hook up. Anchor the rod now. Anchored the rod here in my waist, low down, and really kind of cantilever up and really catch them that way. You can really pull them out. You need the heavy braid. I'd say 50-pound braid is the lightest you'd ever want to go with a frog, because you have to pull them out of all those weeds. Okay. Now, the other good thing that I'm getting ready to do, I'm getting ready to go back to headwaters. I haven't been over there in a while, but the moving water was the key. You know, remember the last couple of times I went over there, I had the moving water, and we really racked them up. Boy, the moving water situation was great. But anyway, Pat Kelly, he's the new owner. Well, he has a new company now. It's not brand new, but he's changed the name of, instead of Fellsmere Outdoor Adventures, it's now Fellsmere, I think it's Fellsmere Bait Tackle or something like that. And he's got a new partner. Anyway, kind of revamped the whole operation, and I'll be guiding over there at Fellsmere again for Pat Kelly, and I guess it's going to be called Fellsmere Bait Tackle or something like that. I don't know. I'll update you on the new name. But anyway, I'll be over there. I'll have my shiner operation over there as well. For the people who want to fish shiners, we'll fish moving water, we'll fish top water, we'll fish anything you want to fish. But anyway, it's going to be a great deal. But Pat called just 2 days ago and said, Roland, there's still moving water. The hurricane, you know, are still, the effect of the hurricane was just last week, and there's a lot of moving water. He had caught 87. He went to Farm 13, actually, the discharge area, which is right across the levee from Headwaters Lake. The Headwaters Lake is the new lake, and that's where I've caught most of my big fish for the year. In fact, I have 17 over 10 pounds by got parties and all. And anyway, they caught a couple around 8 pounds and 87 bass. But the point is, they were all using artificial. So, I mean, that's the kind of fishing you can have right now. You can have some outstanding fishing in that Headwaters area if you find a moving water. But also, there's a shot of that. But anyway, that's kind of what's happening in my world. The other thing I'm doing, I'm getting ready to post a bunch of video. You know, my series has been running now for 35 years, 40 years, or more than 40 years. And I have an editor out of Toronto, Canada, Pine Post Productions, and Angelo Viola with his partner Pete Bowman. And they do a great job. They take all the footage we have and they color correct it. Like I might have GoPro footage, I might have iPhone footage, I might have camera footage, I might have any kind of footage, aerial footage, or whatever. And they'll kind of mix it together and in such a way that it's all color corrected, looks like it's all shot out of the same camera. And the other thing we're really doing, really trying to concentrate on better sound. I'm using a new microphone now with this iPhone system. I'm hoping it's good. I'm just going to hope it's good. Microphone right here. Anyway, that's a big deal. And also we're upgrading our microphone systems on our regular show. So he was a little upset that I didn't have good enough sound last year. But anyway, we're improving. You know, this digital age, there's something new to learn each and every day. There's new cameras, new equipment, new systems I got to keep up on. But it's a lot of fun. It's what I do. It's my livelihood. It's what I really enjoy doing. Anyway, folks, that's what's kind of happening with me. Just getting ready for another great week and another great time fishing the headwaters. So I want to thank you for listening to my particularly Friday updates, because I try to bring you some good information, try to give you some really good tips on how to catch more and bigger fish, and that's what I'm trying to do. So I hope you enjoyed the little presentation, and keep watching. We'll see you again soon. Thank you.